Hello out there in Streamland. Time on the clock says 10:30 Pacific time. It is Wednesday, last time I checked, and that means that we're going to be working on some Starfinder. And those of you who are keeping track, I have a brand new background, so you're welcome. A little drafting theme going on there since I'm going to be sort of drafting my whole campaign together and stuff. So that's the concept there. I do lose my scout trooper, but don't worry, he is still there, watching over me. All right. So today we're going to do a couple different things, a couple quick things. Fievel was having some issues with his grenades showing up, and then I also need to make an item, which won't take very long. And then they found an alcohol inhibitor, so I had to create that and add it to their inventory. And then we gotta make some encounters for their exploration of the laboratory they found. All right, so what's going on is Fievel has an interesting character in that he's a bombard soldier. He's a sniper first and foremost, and then at a certain level he picked up a secondary class within the soldier, and the secondary one he picked was bombard, which allows you to make grenades. So he can take 10 minutes and just using the random stuff around him, he can make grenades. And so the way I did that was to take all the grenades that he can make and throw them in his inventory, but put them in bombard. So his and then his regular grenades that he still has, like here, cryo grenade and incendiary grenade, he carries. Um, so in theory, the way this is supposed to work is if it's equipped, it shows up on the actions page. If it's not equipped, not carried, it should not show up at all. Now, he has incendiary grenades here equipped, so the last thing he made was a necro grenade. Let's see what this does. I don't remember what it does. It just does necrotic damage. Okay, not really surprising. Why does it say cold? Cold and necrotic. Okay. Pygmy-sized skull. When it detonates, chemical coolant from its eyes and mouth, laced with traces of negative energy, draining living and healing undead. All right. So we should see. So this says it's not carried. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is so inconsistent. I don't know what's going on with this then. So let's go to Necro Grenade. Interesting. All right, so All right, so I'm back. Hey, Dan Dazzle, what's up? Welcome, welcome. I hope Emma had a good birthday yesterday. Did you guys do anything wonderful and exciting? I'm currently looking for a necro grenade, and it looks like I may not have the right books open. Well, it looks like they're all there. So I'm gonna go check out my Starfinder books. Make sure I have them all loaded. Totally, what do you have going on? So we're doing Starfinder. Starfinder is, the way I like to describe it, is Guardians of the Galaxy with magic. And just good in presence, chilled at home, voted. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I voted as well. Everybody, well, I have a nephew living here. I don't know if he voted, but everybody else, myself, my uh, daughter, my son, my wife, we all voted. All right. I don't think I've ever missed. I know I've never missed a presidential election. There have been a couple times when moving or other things where I have I might have missed a couple local elections, but pretty much I do my best to make sure I always vote. So getting back to this, opening up these different books because what had happened was one of my players is similar to. See, I just don't know which one this is. Is similar to Rocket Raccoon. He's a mouse person, and let me show you a picture of a Yusoki, and he can make grenades. Um, no lines. In a way, it's a little sad, but I'm glad. Um, hopefully, your area was one of those where they had the polling booths open earlier throughout the week. So there you go. So that's the rat people, the Yusoki, Ysoki, what they're called. And so he is a soldier. And one of his special abilities is he can make grenades. There we go. So it was under Dead Sons Part 3. Okay. That's why I couldn't find it. So let's see if it's in the actions now. So because he can make this out of just random stuff around him, he can make these grenades and build them. And then he's the only one that can use them. And it's a one-time use, obviously, as a grenade. And then spend another 10 minutes build the next one. But some of his grenades aren't showing up the way they should. So we're going to get rid of this Necro Grenade Mark III. And then just add it to him. All right, so it shows that it is equipped. So now, in theory, it should be under actions. Necro Grenade 3. Yay! Huzzah! It worked. Okay. All right, and so he's got everything else there. Let's see, was there any other that he has? Let's see, so we have. All right, so what is that thing? Bandolier. I think I'm going to give him a bandolier. And that way we can just put the grenades all together. So we will add an item to him. call it a bandolier. I think that's how you spell it. And then we'll just go through and all his other grenades we will put on the bandolier. So this way he doesn't have to search through all of his inventory to remind himself where all of his grenades are. Dun dun dun. See? Alright, so cryo, frag, incendiary, and microbot. Cryo, frag, incendiary. So we are missing the microbot. Okay. And we don't need the web. Or the screamer. So let's find the microbot grenade. Microbot grenade is pretty cool. Shoots, throws out this cloud of tiny, tiny robots like nanobites that harry people and do damage if you stay in that cloud. Alright, and what mark was it? It was a Mark II. Alright, so we're going to unequip it and then put it back on, see if that brings it into his actions. Did not. So we go back to the inventory and let's try deleting it. Alright, so microbot grenade is equipped. Let's go check it. Fingers crossed. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Alright, so that part is done. Simple as that, my friends. So now the other thing we wanted to do was to make an alcohol inhibitor that they found. It's a potion type thing. So we go into items, doesn't matter where you go. If you wanted to be anal, you could put it in a certain category. I do not care. So close this up. Right click on it to create an item. Maybe. There it is. All right, so now I have this blank item sheet. So it's called an alcohol inhibitor. And if I can spell inhibitor. Non-IMD is a syrupy. Syrupy? Is that how you spell syrupy? Syrupy. We'll make it brown. Brown liquid. It is how you spell syrupy. It is not how you spell brown, however. First mistake I've ever made. All right, so it's a syrupy brown liquid. They found it, see. So this is adventuring gear. Category is adventuring gear. So let's see if do they have any kind of ale or water. No. All right, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time looking it up. But basically, what it is, it does not have a bulk. Not Not going to worry about the types or the levels or any of that things. You can fill all this stuff in if you wanted to, but for what they're doing, it's not worried about it. It's basically a jug that little flasks that they found with 5 ounces, and it will drinking an ounce of this liquid will provide immunity to the effects of alcohol for 1 hour. It will also remove the negative effects of a hangover. So once you close it, that's what it looks like. If it's not identified, then they will see syrupy brown liquid once I identify, and they will not know any of this. Once I identify it, this will pop up. All right, so I do want to put a little bit. Let me open up the adventuring category, adventuring gear. All right, so for example, here's a canteen, culinary synthesizer, glass cutter. Yeah. All right, so here we go. So we'll use this to help fill it in. The type is an item, more of a potion. Yeah, let me do that instead. Go with potions and search potions for me. There are no potions in this. All right, that's fine. And subtype is personal. So that's going to be a level 4 item. The cost of this is going to be 175 credits. All right, so now it's done. Now it has more information there. If I really wanted to be anal, I could fix these because it's not really hardness 9, hit points 9. So can I change it? Interesting. It won't let me change those. That's weird. I guess I never really tried to, so anyway. And then in the other category, I'm just going to slap in this liquid was found in a flask on ruined. Was found in a flask, comma, in a bar on the ruined city of Istamak, floating above the surface of the gas giant planet called Najor 6. Boom. So it tells them all a little bit about it. Now we go to the party sheet, to the inventory section. So here's the alcohol inhibitor I just threw on there. So now we're going to do like the 1 ounce clarifier. Throw it in there, close. We can then delete the first one I made. All right, so that part is done. Now people can drag it to themselves in their inventory, either one portion at a time or all together. All right, so now we want to these they're in the laboratory. I did not add the map of the laboratory on here. So this is the floating city of Istamak that I referred to in my explanation a moment ago. Above the gas giant Najor, you can see it, Najor below them, below the map. The party is up here, right there. That's what the A is for, the adventuring party, in this little building. If I can get my mouse to behave. So they're in this building. So this building is an old abandoned ruined building. I'm using a laboratory map. That's where they are right now. Let's open this up and turn off the line of sight so we can see it. All right, so this is the building they're exploring. I haven't identified it as anything yet. So they don't know what this is. This is a truck that drives out of this big door here with like a shipping container and some other large objects here. But that could be for pretty much any manufacturing place or any place that does a lot of deliveries out or in. There's a huge pile of bones in this room. Looks like a work station here, bathroom here. This were a bunch of cubicles, and they found some ghosts here. Here's some more cubicles, but different type. So I need to populate this with different things. So this, just taking a look at the map, getting an overall feel of what they're looking at. Dan Dazzle, who was here before, was looking at different horror games yesterday, and this is reminiscent of it. An Amazon distribution center. Little bit small for an Amazon distribution center, but yeah. So this looks like a huge console. Maybe research or security. So we're going to say that's the security place. So what we're going to do then is we're going to start, need to build a story out of it. So story entry. So we're looking for exploring Istamak. Here we go. Exploring Istamak. Random encounters. This is sort of like a random encounter. So we're at 312.05. 31206. We'll just call it ancient. I don't know what this is yet, so we're just going to say office. Office Space. Good movie. All right, so now we're going to drag this. We can get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. We're going to drag this link onto the map. We're going to drag this map down to here. Right now, they see it as unidentified map, which is one of the things I don't like. So I'm going to change this to abandoned building. So now when they're looking at the map as players, they see abandoned building. All right, so that gives me a little bit of an idea of where to go. I want to have mostly like ghostly apparitions. They found some harmless ghosts of cubicle workers. This was a secretary. She was just staring at things, staring off. Obviously, was reading through stuff, doing documents. This one was a actual cubicle worker who would stand up, lean over, and try to flirt with whoever was here. He grabbed something from his desk, walked out, and disappeared. And then about 5 minutes later, walked back in, came down, stopped here, talked to her, this ghost again, I mean, this nothing that was here, flirted, and then sat back down, started to go back to work. Um, so besides freaking them out a little bit, didn't actually do anything. So you can see as we zoom in all these little cubicles. So now these are going to be a little bit, these are also more cubicles in here with a bunch of ruined space over here, maybe like a break room or conference room where they would talk. So last time I did the building like this, I had like 7 encounters. Uh, Took a lot of time, which is not bad. I mean, it's fun. It was fun, different robots and undead things. This time I think I'm gonna have, you gotta have something in this room. I mean, you can't have a room full of bones without some sort of encounter. So I'll have that come to life and attack them, because you just have to. And then I think for fun, I'm gonna have a ghost in the bathroom. What is that? Wailing Molly or from Harry Potter? Um, and then one other one. Let's see. So we'll have a total of 3 encounters in this building. So we'll start with those 2. We'll leave these 2 as empty. I'll have ghosts be in here. So let's throw the tokens in there. Let's see. Button. All right, so I'll have ghosts appear here that they see, but that doesn't mean anything. All right, so put a couple extra lines in there to give me wiggle room. Let's go ahead and mark these. I keep clicking data, should be assets. There we go. So we're going to throw some tokens in here. Letter tokens for, do we want to go with black or do we want to go with the future? Decisions. This is what the futuristic look like. That's what the black ones look like. And I know you're curious. So here's the brown, and here's the C. I think, I do believe we'll just go with the futuristic. Why not? Don't get to use a futuristic as much, but this is Starfinder, so why not, man? Okay, so they're already in A. So we'll throw B, throw A in here. C, because that's how the alphabet works. Now you're wondering, I'm sure, hey Sven, if you throw these tokens in here, aren't the players gonna see these letters? So if they move, instead of going this way, if they just cross and go over here, they'll come to J and they'll know exactly how many rooms are in this building. You would be correct. So you can right click on the token, change the visibility to always invisible. Ooh, see? So now they go away and the players can't see them. Only you as the game master, master of everything, can see them. So just like that, ba-bam, gone. Whoosh, like magic. All right, and so now we can fill in room alpha. So since we're going to be typing room 400 times, we will, and by 400, I mean up through the letter K, copy. So now we hit Control 2, boom, that makes it a heading. C, I'm going to fix those. I'm still here, folks. I'm still here, folks. Sorry. C. How many rooms do I have? K. All right, so C. So it is what's going on here, folks? What's happening? What's the fuss? Tell me what's happening. 1, 2, 3. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. All right, so we already said room E is going to have a ghostly bathroom encounter. We said F, skeletal encounter. We said G is going to have some non-aggressive ghosties. I is the security room. A has non-aggressive ghosties. K is the empty foyer. Door to the north is mechanically, not physically, mechanically locked. All right, and then encounter. Then we wanted one more encounter Haven't decided yet if I want it. I think I'm going to put it in here just because it's a cool room. There's a door there. Let's have a maintenance droid. I think I'm going to have a person, a mutated person, be living here. And they managed to get through this door and are living in the back of the truck. How awesome is that? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, in another building not too far away, so we're going to kill this. We don't need any more images or maps. So we're going to build 3 encounters, so we do need that for a moment. And NPCs. So was it a replicant? Is that what this thing was called? Reformed. Okay, so let's see. We are in Dead Suns, the Ruined Clouds. Rebuilt. Alright, so these lovely friends, bam. Doesn't they look lovely? They step into a machine that reformats their DNA. It's supposed to fix any diseases and wounds and things. Instead, that doesn't quite happen. So you get this instead. This thing by itself is not enough of a challenge for them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to NPCs again. And we're going to make a super rebuild. Geez, Sven, how do you do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. What you do is you take this one and then you click and drag it just a little bit and let go. And now it has a copy. See, it's not linked to the book. Now we can mess with it because if you look at this one, there we go. If you mess with this, it messes with the original. We don't want to do that. So here's a rebuilt copy. I want to see if I have any other tokens because I don't want to use the same token if I can. So let's see, let's try. That's undead. Let's try zombie. What kind of zombies do we have? Void zombie. The zombie Hulk is pretty gross. That's a zombie minion from something. Yeah, this will work. Or I could just use, let's see. So we're going to throw him on there for now. And I'm going to look a couple more places. How about an apparition? Oops. Rabbits. Is apparition with one E? No. Okay, and then how about monstrosity? Monster pogs, tokens. These are all tentacled. This just has too many arms. Mummy. All right. Yeah, let's see. I don't see anything else that would fit this thing. What is this? Let's take a look at this. Oh, he's got an axe sticking out of his head. Very funny. Okay. Well, this thing is not undead, so we don't want to give it too much of an undead feel. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the wild man. Why not? That's pretty much what he is. Okay. So we're gonna make him a large. So he's gonna be a large creature for one. We're gonna bump his CR up to 10. Don't remember what that does to the, let's click. $9,600, okay? See, and he's already there in my CR10s. So they'll get 9,600 experience even when they kill it. I am going to have an aura effect probably, like a nauseous. Just going to exude this gross aura within 10 feet of nauseating stench. So within 10 feet, you have to make a save. Alright, speed's 15 feet. Yes, it's a slow critter. Alright, so we're going to bump this up. So we're going to make this 3d8. So the average of 3d8 is 12, plus 12 is 24. So that should work. So, oh wait, no. That was wrong. So that's just 2 hits. So 17 should be like a plus 20. Or we'll make it, let's look. Where did my NPCs go? Here's our motivation. What's what we're messing with. Make him a little smaller. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at a level CR10 creature. So that I can get an idea of their 2 hits and such. This is actually from the adventure. So you can see there's quite a disparity here between the different creatures. 17, 22. So 2d6 plus 10, 3d4 plus 10. All right, so there we go. We're gonna open up Zelra, add for site. Boom. Move them down a little bit. All right, so we'll make this a little bit less. We'll go to 3d6 again, plus 12. Yes, he has multi-attack. Does not have a range attack. Space is 10. And I'm going to make his reach 10 too. This might be a CR 11 creature. But reach note, offensive abilities, spell-like abilities. Alright, so I'm going to make his wisdom higher. He's going to be a 14. Put a strength, dex. Alright, that's good. Alright, so that means his reflex, his will save will be 10. His fort's going to be 10. Alright, so we have 170 and 147. So we're going to go with 160. So basically all this thing is just a huge slamming machine. He just walks up and will just be slamming them with these extremities that he has. Let's see, acrobatics, athletics, intimidate. So let's see, his intimidate's going to go up to 15. Okay. All right, so he is ready to go. Let's boost these up a bit to 20, 22. We'll make it 23 and 21. All right, so we've got our boy here. Now we make the encounter. So we are going to come here. We're going to go to Dead Sons Part 4. And this is all going to be 3.12.16. So we go click, we go create an encounter. 3.12.06. This is going to be room C. C. Room C. Now we drag our boy in here. We drag, do a couple clicks, drag the encounter in here. Encounter room C. We drag the link over here. So now I can just click this and it'll open up the encounter for me. The red ones cannot be seen by the players. Last thing I need to do is placement. So we need to stick him in the back of the truck because that's where he's going to be living. We will zoom in a bit. Put him in the middle. There we go. Make it just a little bit bigger. There we go. So he's in the back of the truck just chilling, minding his own business, and the group's going to come in and kill him. He's definitely going to be hostile. There we go. Boom. Boom. Alright, so that is one encounter done. And we're going to change him to rebuilt. Just going to call him a feral. Feral rebuilt. He was running around loose. Just living here. Um, so the other encounters are some ghosts. So let's see NPCs. Let's check out our ghosts, shall we? Type. Let's see. Apparition, construct, humanoid, outsider, undead. So we want all undead. Looks like we have quite a bit. Here's an actual ghost. What CR are they? 7. That might work if I have like 4 of them. Alright, so what I'm looking for are ghostly creatures. I'm trying to stick to a theme in here of incorporeal creatures. So I don't want like vampires or zombies. Usually from the... Oh, that's right. Okay. Usually from the pictures you can tell what they are. What CR is that? That is CR10. That's maybe 1, maybe. It's not really incorporeal though. It's a cool image. Shrink it down. View. That's right click to get to that and then go down to zoom to fill. Got a ghost. Hold control and just click and drag to resize. Alright, so here's a couple different choices. I don't know about the Vorthul. It just doesn't really seem to fit my idiom. Varkulak. Nope. Vampire. What in the world is that? Okay. Nope. Dead Sons. Nahili. Why do I know that name? Alright, looking through, looking for any other. Don't think the emotivores are. Incorporeal. Cybernetic zombies, definitely not. Bone troopers are not. Alright, so this is all we have unless I make some more. So we're going to go with these ghosties. I'm not going to go with the Vorthul. I'm going to stick with the ghost. We'll have And we're going to do the same thing we just did. So we're going to take a ghost, open up our copy, and we're going to call it a Ghost Grande. It's cheesy, but hey, what the hell. Alright, so this puppy is going to be, we'll make him 10, 96. So we're just going to be boosting the crap out of him. So the nice thing about these things being incorporeal is you do half damage to them. Pretty much everything does half damage unless it's magical. So we're going to switch this to 76. Oh, that was just a minute ago when I was rolling the dice, wasn't it? Yep, when I rolled the dice. All right, well, hopefully you're still with me. If not, I understand. Um, I finished up the that encounter, and if you want to see how this plays out, join us on Sunday night, 5:30 Pacific, and we will be on at Twitch, Fenster77, twitch.tv/Fenster77. I'll be doing this again next week, Wednesday. I do Dungeons and Dragons prep on Tuesdays, and I mess around with Magic the Gathering on Thursday. So thank you so much. Subscribe, like, tell your friends, tell at least one friend. And no matter what else you do, please enjoy the rest of your day.